get rolling. Today, as we're sitting here as a team, we're still bumped. And I'm glad that we're pissed because it tells me where our expectations are as a team and as a fan base. I'm still disappointed we're not sitting here talking about, on a Thursday, the NFC Championship game. But what makes me feel better is knowing that the team has now created a base camp over the last 3 years where we don't have to start at the bottom of the mountain and we can go take our shot at the summit every year. So, and I know you guys know through my time this year, I'm not in favor of comparisons to past teams, but today I'm making an exception because when people ask, or I hear, and why hasn't this offense, achieved at the historic level that we were, expecting, now that this season is over, I think it's a fair question. I'll hit you on a few major differences and similarities between the 2 years. First, we'll go to turnover margin. And in 2016, we were plus 11 with the football. And in 2017, we were -2 at the end of the year. And what that is, that's 7 more turnovers offensively and about 6 fewer takeaways defensively. Total yards, there was some similarities. We finished second in 16, 8th this year. Third down, we actually improved, going from 11th up to first. Explosive plays, we were from first to third. Pass attempts, 534 to 529. That's in the same fashion from our style. Run game, we averaged the same amount, 26, both in 16 and 17. And pass protection, from a sack standpoint, we actually improved quite a bit, going from 37 sacks to 24, which was third. But man, where we lacked, which defined us, was our big plays that scored. And when you go back to look and you study it all, in 16, I believe we had 19 explosive plays that were outside the red zone that scored. That's a lot, and that was at the top. And this year, we only had 7. And we took our shots on big plays. Not every play is a long throw down the field, but I thought that was a real factor. The second thing is our red zone issues. That slipped. We ended up finished 9th, I believe, in 16 and went all the way down into the 20s, maybe 23 or somewhere in that spot this year. Threw for 23 TDs, threw for 15 this year. Those two things, guys, that's a big difference. And that's why I wanted today to be able to give you some comparisons on some things, because I'm never really one that's looking to go, but I felt today you had a right to that question. So I thought the lack of explosive plays that scored, along with some struggles in the red zone, combine that with the turnover margin, and I think that's where you'll find the scoring went down. I know a number of you have already studied. A lot of the first and second down things, that'll feel real familiar. The run game, a lot of that will feel real familiar. The runners are over 4. Those things I think you'll see are comparable. So